As the decade comes to a close, we're looking back at some of our favorite stories about young love. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 teen movie couples of the decade.
It's possible I'm gonna wet the bed, by the way. Later, I mean. Okay.
For this list, we're looking at the standout romantic teenage pairings from films released between 2010 and 2019. Both members of the couple have to be teens, so unfortunately for all you Timothée Chalamet fans out there, Call Me By Your Name does not count.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
Number 10. Quentin Q. Jacobsen and Margo Roth Spiegelman, Paper Towns. John Green sure knows how to write a teen romance, as evidenced by the fact that this is the first but not the last time one of his adaptations will be appearing on our list.
Margo? Margo, hey.
Look, I need to borrow your car.
Before his major blockbuster book, however, he created the story of Paper Towns. This tale follows Quentin, or Q. Jacobsen, as he searches for the girl he's infatuated with, Margo Roth Spiegelman, after she disappears.
I can feel my heart beating in my chest.
That's how you know you're having fun.
It's both an adventure and a love story, with Margo acting as the enigmatic female lead. This may not have the traditional happy ending of a romance movie, but we adore it all the same.
Where do I fit into all this?
You were my first partner in crime. I wanted you to be my last.
Number 9. Bella Swan and Edward Cullen, The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. Yeah, we know what you're gonna say, but we're letting this pass because Edward Cullen's a vampire in a 17-year-old body, okay? This paranormal romance couple surely would have appeared higher on our list if the first movie came out in this decade. But since we only got to see the conclusion of their story post-2010, they're not quite as notable.
I love you.
I love you.
Bella and Edward are, of course, the quintessential vampire-human couple of the modern age. We see their story come to an end in Breaking Dawn Part 2, when Bella not only gives birth to their daughter Renesmee, but also undergoes a life-saving human-to-vampire transformation.
I've had a bad habit of underestimating you. Every obstacle you faced, I'd think you couldn't overcome it. And you just did. You were the reason I have something to fight for. My family.
While the film had some questionable moments, we still loved seeing Bella and Edward get to live out their happily ever after. Number 8. Sam and Suzy, Moonrise Kingdom.
What kind of bird are you?
I'm a sparrow. She's a dove.
No, I said, what kind of bird are you?
Who knew Wes Anderson could create such a beautiful story of young love? Moonrise Kingdom is the artfully told tale of Sam and Suzy, two misfits who fall in love and decide to run away together. Alright, so they're not exactly teenagers yet, with both being just 12, but they're close enough. And watching them together makes you remember just how real your first love can be.
Why do you always use binoculars? It helps me see things closer, even if they're not very far away. I pretend it's my magic power. That sounds like poetry. Poems don't always have to rhyme, you know. They're just supposed to be creative.
This quirky movie is about as adorable as can be, despite the fact that it's interspersed with moments of violence. The awkward dancing scene at the beach has got to be one of the cutest scenes in all of film history.
I got sand in my mouth.
Number 7. Stella Grant and Will Newman, 5 Feet Apart. 5 Feet Apart stars Cole Sprouse and Haley Lou Richardson, known for their roles in Riverdale and The Edge of 17 respectively, as star-crossed lovers living with cystic fibrosis.
Let me guess. You're the kind of guy that ignores the rules because it makes you feel in control. Am I right?
You're not wrong.
You think that's cute?
Because of their disease, they're not supposed to get physically close to one another due to the risk of cross-infection. Despite the difficult circumstances, romance blooms between them.
God, you're beautiful. And brave. Wish I could touch you.
When the story starts, Stella is the one who wants to stick to the rules and avoid danger. But eventually, Will convinces her that it can be worth it. We'll warn you ahead of time though, this story does not have a happy ending, so watch at your own risk.
I love you. So much.
Number 6. Aimee, Finecky, and Sutter Keely, The Spectacular Now. One of the most criminally underrated romantic films of the decade has to be 2013's The Spectacular Now, starring Shailene Woodley and Miles Teller.
Do you live around here, Sutter?
How do you know my name?
You go to the same school. You wouldn't know who I am.
I know you.
I'm Aimee.
The story is about two high school seniors who are markedly different. Sutter's a popular party animal with a tendency towards alcoholism, and Aimee is a good girl who focuses on school and taking care of her family.
Why don't you think they were hitting on you?
Guys, they weren't.
Because you're what? Aimee, you're absolutely beautiful.
Oh my god, no.
They may be mismatched, but they come together and end up helping one another tackle their demons. It's a film that feels stunningly real, without much of the gloss that usually covers teenage love stories.
Maybe too late for this essay. It's not too late for me.
Number 5. Lara Jean and Peter, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. In the latter half of the decade, Netflix seriously stepped up its game in terms of original content, especially when it came to teen romances. When To All the Boys I've Loved Before was released in 2018, it felt like a soothing antidote we all needed to the darkening world around us. Lara Jean is a shy introvert who writes love letters she never intends to send to the boys she has crushes on.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
But when they all make their way into the world, they wreak much havoc, and she finds herself in a fake relationship with one of the guys, Peter. But their pretend partnership becomes very real very fast. No surprise. We can't wait to see where the story goes in the sequel.
Wait. How do we do this?
What do you mean?
Well, what do you put into a contract for a real relationship?
Nothing. You gotta trust. You gonna break my heart, Cubby?
Number 4. Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Anyone who read the Harry Potter books or saw the movies could see this relationship coming from a mile away, even if it only actually became official near the very end.
Harry talks in his sleep. Have you noticed?
No, of course not.
Ron and Hermione's antagonistic friendship clearly had romantic undertones, so we all cheered with joy when they finally kissed in Deathly Hallows Part 2. Sure, their movie kiss isn't nearly as exciting as their book one, but we're not gonna complain.
Maybe he's gone to the room requirement. Doesn't show up on the lab, does it? You said that last year.
That's right, I did.
Let's go.
Brilliant.
We wish we could have had the chance to see more of their relationship actually unfold, but at least we got to fast forward to their future together in the 19 years later scene. Number 3. Julianna Julie Baker and Bryce Loski, Flipped. One of the sweetest movies about young love happens to be one that almost no one has seen.
The idea was that Sherry would eat with me, maybe we'd walk around together, and hopefully Julie would eventually lose interest.
Flipped, which was released in 2010, may have a rabid fan base, but it bombed at the box office, making only $4.3 million on a $14 million budget. Regardless of what the numbers say, we're totally enamored with Bryce and Julie, a couple who meet as kids and take turns falling for one another over the years. Though it seems as though the timing's never right.
Because less than 20 feet away from me was Julie. My Julie, with Eddie Truelove. She's laughing. What was she laughing about? How could she sit there and laugh and look so beautiful?
The characters are relatable and their story feels very realistic. showing that not all love stories run smoothly from beginning to end.
But that day we started.
And I knew we'd be talking for a long time.
Number 2. Simon Spier and Blue, Love Simon. One of the best and most beloved teen movies to be released in the latter half of the 2010s is Love, Simon, which is considered to be the first film from a major studio to highlight a gay teenage romance.
Well, I've never told anyone about my Daniel Radcliffe phase, so now we're even. And for the record, I think Jon Snow is an excellent choice for your sexual awakening.
At the center of it all is Simon Spier, who is gay and still in the closet until someone he knows threatens to out him. Throughout the story, he encounters someone online who goes by the name Blue, who is also gay.
Wait. Can I sit there? I was kind of waiting for somebody. Yeah, I know.
In the end, Simon discovers that Blue is actually Bram, a guy he goes to school with, and the two confess their feelings to each other in one of the cutest scenes of all time.
Are you disappointed that it's me?
No.
Honestly, Love, Simon rekindled my love of Ferris wheels. Anyway, before we reveal our number 1 movie of young love, and it's a doozy, here are a few honorable mentions.
What's with the notebooks?
Poems.
Poems.
Yeah, I just dabble in it for fun. Not a big deal, really.
What are they about? Oh, no, wait, let me guess. Love.
Not all of them.
Now it's you and me. It's you and me forever. Will you marry me? Will you be my queen?
No!
Yes!
I'm not good at saying something.
Then come here. Please.
It's nice to meet you, Charlie. I'm Sam.
So, Sam, what's the plan? Are we going to marry Elizabeth tonight?
Nope.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Hazel Grace Lancaster and Augustus Gus Waters, The Fault in Our Stars. John Green did it again with his epic love story, The Fault in Our Stars.
What's your name?
Hazel.
And what's your full name?
Hazel Grace Lancaster. What?
I didn't say anything.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're beautiful.
The book was a huge success, and the movie brought the story to an even bigger audience. Both Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort gave stirring performances as young cancer patients who are uncertain about what their futures hold.
It'd be a privilege to have my heart broken by you. Hazel,
Gus, I'm a grenade. One day I'm gonna explode, and I'm gonna obliterate everything in my wake, and I don't know, I feel like it's my responsibility to minimize the casualties.
They meet at a support group and fall in love against all odds, bringing each other joy during a troubled period of both of their lives. Viewers are on the edge of their seats the entire time as they watch this tragedy unfold. But for every dark moment, there's a beautiful one in this lovely story. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.